Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. How are you all? So for today's video I have for you these, how should I say this, these are serums. How should I say this, these exfoliants, serums. Oh my god, I have zero idea what you actually call this in general, but I just have this niacinamide 10% plus zinc and alpha arbutin 2% and hyaluronic acid 1%. So these are the two serum slash chemical exfoliants slash, I don't know what you actually call them, yeah, facial serums. So yeah, that is that. So let's get into the video, detailed video. Yeah, I have a lot of things to talk about, so without wasting any time, let's get into the video. Let's go. Okay, so this is from the brand Minimalist. Now I think Minimalist actually came under radar around 2020 last year, when everybody was like, oh my god, Minimalist has copied Ordinary. The packaging is literally same as that of Ordinary. Can you see? Yeah, that's the packaging, and everybody's like, oh my god, this is Ordinary ki packaging. And everybody lost their shit. I think Diet Sabya called them out on being extremely similar to the Ordinary, and people took offense, and everybody was like, it is a copycat brand, they are copying things, blah 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 blah. But see, here's the thing. As far as I know, Minimalist is not the only brand that copies stuff. Dot and Key has been known for copying. Revolution is a very well-known brand that copies things left, right and center. Even Wet n Wild does copy few things here and there. So at the end of the day, any brand that has a higher price point will actually lead to a brand with a lesser price point but having the almost same packaging, just to make it look like this particular high-end brand. The pricing is going to be low for you to be attracted towards this low priced brand, for you to buy it thinking, oh, maybe this is same as that. So I think that happens a lot. You will find a lot of dupes here and there for a lot of things. And yeah, I mean, I don't know, if the product does not work, call out the product, it's fine, but just calling out the fact of the packaging being similar to some other brand. And listen, let's be honest, this is not a revolutionary packaging. This is a very how should I say this, basic packaging jo koi bhi kar sakta hai. So why to call out just on this, right? Another thing, it is a made in India brand, it is an Indian based brand, and it is a small brand, of course, so just banishing a brand based on the fact that they just copied how the bottles look like, or even the formulation, because right now facial serums are so in trend, everybody is making them, so you just cannot call out the Minimalist for doing it, because I think almost every other brand has the same thing. So that is that. They say it's transparent skincare, which means you would have transparent ingredients. All the ingredients that I used in this are actually written over here in the box, on the box itself. It has transparent grades. Okay, transparent grade means if there is a certain ingredient in this potion, they will actually mention who they got this particular chemical from. So if it says it got zinc, so they are going to mention from where they actually got zinc, who was the supplier for the zinc. So they are actually going to mention everything, which is actually very good, because brands actually tend to not mention their ingredients properly. So this is a good thing. Then the last thing is transparent claims by sharing consumer studies to each formulation. So ऐसा नहीं है कि niacinamide will work on your acne and they're going to say, oh yeah, this is going to work on your wrinkles. That is not happening. That is what they mean. Okay, I hope you understand. So let's talk about the sourcing and all that stuff. Since we are going into depth, let's go into depth. So this niacinamide is 10% and zinc. 10% niacinamide is a good quantity. I did my due research before getting any of these, and I did understand the fact what I need, what I really wanted. My basic thing was acne marks. I'll actually insert pictures, insert video where I will show you my skin before I started any of this, what I was going through, and also my skin right now without this makeup, what it is, so for you to know properly, right? Niacinamide 10% is a good quantity, right? So the niacinamide source is Royal DSM Netherlands. So they got niacinamide from Netherlands, and its pH is 5.5 to 6.5. Now I think 7 is the pH of water, which is neutral, neither acidic nor basic. 5.5 to 6.5 is very slightly acidic, and I don't think it really is acidic, which is obvious because it contains acid. So if it contains acid, it is supposed to have a certain pH of acids, right? So that is that. Just giving you a little bit of science since I'm from science background. If you do not know this, so yeah, know this now. Right, and the niacinamide one has to be used AM, PM, right? Apply after cleansing, toning and hydrating with hyaluronic acid. Apply 2 to 3 drops, let the serum be absorbed in the skin and move into the next step of your routine, right? So the ingredients are aloe vera juice, niacinamide, dimethyl isosorbide, propanediol, and yeah, whatever. There are a lot of things I don't know about them, and I'm sure a lot of you want to know. Let's talk about alpha-arbutin. The alpha-arbutin is 2% and it contains 1% hyaluronic acid. Hyaluronic acid, I think, works as, you know, what they say, as your moisturizer, something to moisturize your skin. And both of these actually have a very similar packaging. It's just that the niacinamide one is blue and alpha-arbutin one is the pink one, for you to know from far away which bottle is which, right? So the ingredients over here are alpha-arbutin, again from Netherlands, and its pH is 4.7 to 5.2, right? That is that. This application is almost same as that of niacinamide serum, right? 2-3 drops, gentle circular motions, spread it all over your face, follow with moisturizer and sunscreen. Yeah, and everything else is almost the same as that of the niacinamide one. And ingredients are again aloe vera juice, it has dimethyl isosorbide. Alpha-arbutin is on the third number, which means alpha-arbutin, since it's only 2%, it is not top in the ingredient list, right? In the niacinamide one, since the niacinamide was 10%, it was literally top in the list. But since alpha-arbutin one is not in the most quantity, it is down there, which is the correct way, the correct order to put your ingredients. If you don't know that already, the ingredient that has the most quantity should be at top, which has the less quantity should be down. The reason why aloe vera juice is at the top is because the serums, the serums, how should I say this, the main thing, you know, this whole liquid that is getting poured on your palms, on your hands, this is actually the aloe vera juice. So they took aloe vera juice and they are putting alpha-arbutin, they are putting hyaluronic acid, and you know, whatever, dimethyl isosorbide, whatever they are putting in the aloe vera juice. That is that. Whoa, I told you it's going to be a long video because we are going to talk about a lot of things in detail. Okay, so let's talk about what they do. Now, niacinamide is mostly for your acne purpose. You know, it just contains, you know, it's sort of like contains your acne, right? It will actually reduce your acne marks. It will actually oil control. I think that is what it is. Yeah, it reduces blemishes, it reduces oils and acne marks. Blemishes, I think, is more on the acne marks, Jana, than acne marks. The main thing is it will control your oil and it will control your acne marks, right? Alpha-arbutin is for your dark spots, right? You know, whatever, like I have a few dark spots on my face and all that jazz. So alpha-arbutin is for that, right? Let's talk about the application, how I did this and everything, right? So the application is very easy. It just says you have to wash your face, cleanse, tone, moisturize, and put it on your face twice a day, AM, PM. Now I will be honest, I did not put it twice a day. I just used it once a day because I felt it might be a little bit of over usage. I just do it once. So all I do is when I take a bath, I come back after taking a bath, I just layer a good serum, you know, just to give like a base of moisturization, right? And then I just take 2-3 drops of niacinamide serum, put it, let it absorb. Then I'll take alpha-arbutin, 2-3 drops, put it and absorb, lather it with a good moisturizer again, sunscreen, and yeah, good to go. That is what I did. Now, how my skin looks right now, you can see in the direct sunlight definitely there is a lot of acne marking over here and over here on my chin, right, and a little bit overhead as well. And I do have a lot of blemishes, you know, around over here. So this is how my normal skin is. So I will use, I'm a little confused, like, do I have to use both of them together? And if I use both of them together, how am I supposed to understand like which of the serum is working? I started using niacinamide around 27th January itself. Right now, today it is 27th March. It has been 2 months. So niacinamide I started from 27th January itself when I received this package. And the reason why I started just with the niacinamide was because I wanted to see what actually is working and what is not working. So I started with niacinamide, and after 1 month of seeing what niacinamide does, I just walked into the alpha-arbutin. So I have been using alpha-arbutin for more than 1 month. Actually, I think I started alpha-arbutin around 20th Feb or something like that. It has been more than a month for that as well. Now, niacinamide, initially I did see niacinamide actually working very quickly, and over here I had some acne marks and that just got reduced very quickly from I think 2 to 3 usages itself. But niacinamide, in the very first weeks, like week or two, it caused a lot of purging. It caused a lot of painful acne all over my face. That happened initially. A lot of acne came in, and niacinamide is known to purge. So to some people, it can cause purging. To me, it did cause a lot of purging. Firstly, initially I was like, is it purging? What is happening? But it was like consciously happening, and now at this point, it has stopped completely. So I know for sure it was purging, and right now there's no acne on my face. This is just one pimple over here, and I think that is mostly because right now I'm on periods. So yeah, I usually just have acne when I'm about to have my periods, or I'm on my periods. So that is happening, right? So yeah, niacinamide did that, but at the same time I would say I had a lot of acne marks over here that got cleared. I had acne marks over here that got cleared. Acne marks over here on the chin got cleared as well. So I think yeah, niacinamide did work. I liked it. Okay. Hi guys, so this is my skin in natural daylight right after I did my full routine with niacinamide and alpha arbutin. You can see how well my skin is right now. Like, the acne marks are gone, the skin is doing so well. This skin is so good, I kid you not. Just look at it, like how clear does my skin look. And obviously I do have a little bit of dark circles, but this is not dark circles, actually dark spots. But I think as compared to what I started with, this skin is flawless. Like, I would highly suggest you to try this if you are somebody who is dealing with this sort of acne right now. I think highly recommended. Coming to alpha arbutin, it is known for reducing dark spots and evening out the skin tone. Now, as of now, I have not seen most of my dark spots going anywhere, honestly, right? I do think my dark spots have been there totally. I have not seen any changes in that. But then I got to know from somebody that alpha arbutin does not work on stubborn marks. I have had these blemishes ever since as a kid I was growing up. So this is not something I've been having from now. It has been there forever, like I don't know, for about 15 years or so. So definitely they are very stubborn, and alpha arbutin is not going to work on this. So there is another acid, I don't know the name, that is something else that I have to use. So once I complete these, I'm going to try that. Definitely for the stubborn dark spots, it did not work that much. But for some reason, I do feel using alpha arbutin actually made my skin look very healthy. I mean, I can't describe this in words, but I genuinely felt this. It sort of did even out the skin tone a little bit. The combination of both of these, I really don't have words to explain this, but I absolutely loved it. Like, I was not expecting to be in such a love that whenever I look at my skin without any makeup, I do feel like my skin is so healthy. It is so plump and so, I wouldn't say moisturized, I would say, how should I say this, like healthy, glowy skin. That is what I would say. Now, niacinamide did claim to control oil. I do feel like oil is at bay. Oil is good right now. Oil is not peeping out my pores like the way it usually did before. But unless I see it through summer, I cannot comment on that. Right, so that is that. At the end of the day, what I would really say is I really loved the concoction of both of these. Like, I would say the results for me have been really good. I think the results won't be that clear to you since I shoot on camera. I don't have like a full Nikon, that whole Canon 5D camera and all that stuff. I just have a phone that I shoot pictures on. So maybe you would see the difference, maybe you won't. I'm not sure, but I will try to clarify everything. So yeah, from my side, I really love these two serums. If you want to try, if you have been wanting to try, I would say go for it, right? Definitely, yeah. Yep, that's it. Please hit the like button if you like this video and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And I'll meet you in the next video, guys. Bye bye.